Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today we are going to be taking a look at the OP Optimism charts and we are going to see where it might be headed, and we will cover both bullish and bearish scenarios as well, just to simply cover all of the possibilities. Now, for those of you who love trading crypto and would like to try out the same exchange that I use on a daily basis, feel free to go ahead and try out the Blowfin exchange with the link in the video description down below this video. I personally love this exchange because they allow anybody from anywhere to be able to sign up and trade crypto futures. So if you're from the United States like I am and you want to trade crypto futures, you can do it right here on the Blowfin exchange. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at OP on the macro daily chart and see what we've got going on here. First of all, actually, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall layer 2 market in general. As you guys can clearly see, the overall market cap for layer 2s in general is currently down in trading volume about 5.37% right now at the time of me filming this video. As you guys can clearly see by judging by this big macro chart right here, it has been dropping significantly quite a bit lately. All right. Now, as you guys can also see, the overall market cap of these layer 2 tokens is also down 1.72% right now at the time of me filming this video as well. So that is something to keep in mind also, all right? There is simply just not very much, there just hasn't been much interest among layer 2 tokens lately. But let's go ahead and take a look at it on the macro daily chart, see what we've got going on here. All right, so first let's go ahead and start off with the RSI. As you guys can clearly tell, with the RSI, we are currently above the moving average on the RSI, but we are still within oversold territory. So there is definitely still some more movement or some growth for some potential movement up to the upside. But as the way that the chart is currently looking, and with with price action currently continuing to drop little by little on a daily basis, as you guys can clearly see within these last 4 days right here, things are not currently looking very good. It seems like the market is at a standstill once again. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not even surprised one bit, to be honest with you. There is a good potential chance we could end up dropping back to the downside once again. And if that does end up happening, we want to be looking for support here at $1.06 again. Now, it would be extremely, extremely good for us to be able to hold this $1.06 support, because if we end up dropping below that, oh, geez, that's like the netherworld, you guys. Who knows how low we could go from there, to be brutally honest with you. But what we really want to see happening here, guys, is we want to start seeing us start to be able to break some of these big key resistance areas. The first one being is this $1.98 level. So we're just going to call it shits and giggles and call it $2 for the sake of being, all right? So we need to cross this $2 level to start feeling extremely bullish that we are going to be able to go up and start heading towards this $3.04 area. Now, this $3.04 area is a big key level for us to pass in order for us to start feeling bullish enough to where we can start feeling comfortable that we will start to be able to go up and start reaching this $4.85 level once again. And the reason why I say that, you guys, is because we had a double top happen right here. All right, so that pretty much tells us that we have got all kinds of big hardcore resistance up at that level. So once we do end up getting up to that level and being able to flip it and turn it into some strong support, we should have no problem being able to rise from there and head upwards towards $4.85. All right. So that is one level that you definitely want to keep an eye on if you are holding optimism and you are hoping for, the best for, good potential gains in the long term here with optimism. So now, after we do end up crossing this $3.04 area, my guess is we will end up hitting these smaller midterm resistance areas like right in here at $3.41 before gaining enough momentum to obviously go up and be able to break this one up at $4.02. And then from there, it's pretty much smooth sailing all the way up to $4.85. It's just a matter of liquidity being entered back into or being pumped back into, the overall altcoin market in general, because these layer 2 altcoins, a lot of them a lot of them honestly go off of what Ethereum is currently doing. And Ethereum goes by what the overall altcoin market is doing as well. And honestly, the overall altcoin market just has not been doing good as of recently, all right? So as you guys can clearly see, the overall altcoin market, we bottomed out down here at $470 billion. We found support back up here at $509 billion. And we are currently riding support right here at $560 billion, as you guys can clearly see. Now, what needs to happen here is we obviously need to go up and we need to pass this big level up here at $663 billion, which is the previous range high. And we need to cross it to be able to have full momentum that we will be able to cross this $720 billion area. And this is kind of the big key area that I personally want to see altcoins to be able to reach again and pass and be able to turn into support before we can start feeling comfortable that we've got a good shot at being able to cross this $790 billion area, which is the current cycle high for the overall market cap of altcoins in general. And the reason why is because we've got that double top again right here, and there is all kinds of resistance right there. So if we have enough momentum to breach past it and be able to turn it and flip it into support, we will have no problem being able to breach past the $789 billion level once again. Now, what does this have to do with OP? Obviously, like I was explaining earlier, usually as the total 3 altcoin market cap chart starts rising, usually a bunch of other altcoins start rising as well, especially the mainstream big top, the big top tier blue chip altcoins. And Optimism OP is a top tier layer 2 altcoin, and it follows those same type of metrics as well. All right, so let's go ahead and turn on the EMAs and see what they're telling us real quick. Now, as we're taking a look at the EMAs, as you guys can clearly see, usually when things are bearish, price action falls below the 20-period EMA, like you can see right here, and it follows kind of a trend all the way underneath this 20-period EMA, all right? And when things are bullish, usually price action is above all of the EMAs, like you can clearly see right here. And right now, we are currently underneath all of these EMAs, and OP is currently riding underneath the 20 period. So what needs to happen here is what really needs to happen is we need to start breaking through these EMAs right here in order to start feeling extremely bullish. Now, I assume that once we get past the 20 period EMA right here and the 50 period EMA right here, we will have no problem being able to go up and get up to this $2 level once again. And once we are at this $2 level, next, we have the 200 period EMA, and this is the key EMA that we need to get up and be able to cross above it and find good solid support above it before we can start feeling bullish for another good potential uptrend back up to the overall upside, you guys. So overall here, before I go ahead and wrap up this video, if you guys feel like you got some decent value out of this one and you enjoyed this video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the like button below the video, and leave me a comment below on your personal thoughts on where you think the price of Optimism is gonna go here in the short to midterm. And hey guys, with that said, for those of you who stuck around and watched this entire video throughout the whole thing, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see all of you in my future videos.